His time has expired. I now recognize Mr. Swalwell for 5 minutes of questioning.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. You have an important job. I think you have one of the most important jobs in the cabinet. Thank you for doing it. I want you to have credibility and be taken seriously as you do the job. And so I want to put to rest this question about Mr. Garcia and this photo that the President posted on April 21. Madam Secretary, you agree that the letters MS and the number 13 in Times Roman numeral font, that they are doctored on this photo, right?
Congressman Abrego Garcia.
No, I'm just asking about this photo.
It wasn't based off of tattoos. It was based off an entire case.
And I'll accept that
case against him.
for the purpose of this question. You agree, though, that this is doctored, is that right?
The same protocols that are
Madam
applied
Secretary,
to every
I want you to have
individual with
credibility,
law
and
enforcement.
I want you to be taken seriously. Is this doctored or is it not
Sir,
doctored?
I am taken quite seriously
Is it
because I approach
doctored or
my
not
job
doctored?
with the importance that the President has given me to do
I understand.
my job.
Is it doctored or not
One thing
doctored?
that's important to remember is that every single time a case is built,
Madam
against
Secretary, I have a
individuals,
7-year-old,
the
a
same
6-year-old, and a
protocols.
3-year-old. I have a bullshit detector. I'm just asking you, is this doctored or not doctored?
Sir, the protocols in the case built against
Can you
Abrego
answer the
Garcia
question?
were exactly the same.
Madam Secretary,
I don't have
you're-
any knowledge as to that photo you're pointing to.
Okay, can you
I
take
don't,
her,
sir.
can you show her the photo? Walk her the photo down there. No, that one.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you love America, believe in strong borders, and support law and order, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that Liberty bell so you never miss an upload. Today, folks, we're reacting to a recent congressional hearing where Congressman Swalwell tried, and I do mean tried, to corner Secretary Noem about a photo President Trump tweeted of a guy named Abrego Garcia, allegedly an MS-13 gang member. Now, Swalwell was practically foaming at the mouth, demanding Secretary Noem say whether the photo was doctored. He kept going after her for 5 minutes straight, trying to play gotcha politics instead of focusing on the real issues. Let's break this down, because what happened here tells you everything you need to know about the radical left's priorities today.
Please take a look at this photo. It was tweeted by the President on April 21. It's been hanging out there for about a month.
So what is your point?
My question is, the numbers and the letter, MS-13, could you look at the photo, please? It's right in front of
Are
you.
you saying Abrego Garcia is not a wife beater?
No, ma'am.
That he's not a criminal,
Ma'am,
he's not a human trafficker, and he's not a member of MS-13?
You vouched for Mr. Garcia when
You're
your team
vouching for a
said,
man
ma'am, you
that
vouched
is a
for him when
known
you said he was
violent
mistakenly
criminal.
deported.
Sir,
I didn't vouch for him.
I did not say
In that
He
photo,
should have been deported. Absolutely.
It's so
There was
telling
never
that
a
you
mistake
won't look at the
deport him,
photo.
And we will not be bringing
Was
him back
it
to this
doctored or
country.
not?
In staying here, if
Can you
he
look
comes
to
back
your
the
right
country, he
at
would
the
be
photo in
leaving
front
right
of you?
away.
Madam Secretary, can you look to the right at the photo in front of you?
I have seen this
Okay.
photo as you held it behind your head.
Thank you. And the letters MS and the numbers 13, are those
Is
doctored
this your
or
entire
not?
testimony today is on a doctored photo? You don't want to talk about the facts?
Okay,
The
so
importance of our national security?
you acknowledge it was
To
doctored.
make sure that the United States is protected?
Madam
and
Secretary,
from
this is not a
violent
hard question.
criminals?
Are those doctored or not?
Sir,
Is that actually on his hand or not?
This is unbelievable to me that your focus
It's
is on
unbelievable
a
to me
photo
that you can't
think-
look at the photo and tell the
I
American
looked at
people.
the photo, but I don't have any knowledge as to this photo.
Okay, so it's been hanging out there for 4 weeks. You are one of the chief law enforcement officials in the country. What have you done to investigate whether the president misrepresented the reason that that person has been detained?
Sir,
have
we
you
spend our
done
time-
anything to try and figure out whether that was doctored or not?
The mission of the Department of Homeland Security is to secure our nation and to make sure that we're out there going after those that are the worst of the worst, the criminals, the bad actors. Abrego Garcia.
So the answer is
a
you've done
known
nothing to
terrorist,
correct the
member
president.
of MS-13, a wife beater and a human trafficker that should never have been in this country to begin with.
So, Madam Secretary, thank you, Mr. Burnett. 2 weeks ago, your agency deported a 4-year-old American citizen in a stage 4 cancer battle. What are you doing to get him back to the country so he can get his treatment?
Congressman, this mother wished to keep her family together and to take her child with her. So as every single person is given the opportunity to, medical care is given throughout the process.
so it sounds like
And for this
nothing.
child, medical care was confirmed in their home country so that it would continue, and those treatments and whatever needs were needed to be had into the future were confirmed to be provided there before.
That child's home country is the United States. Do you believe you have a right to deport a U.S. citizen?
That mother chose to keep her family together, and that is what President Trump is focused on. I'm
That's
making
not the
sure
facts of the case.
that- yes, it is the facts.
Madam
This
Secretary,
mother
moving on,
confirmed that she wanted to
do
keep
you
her
have a
child
right?
with her, and our families and parents are given that ability to keep their children with them when they return to their home countries.
Madam Secretary, do you have a right to deport a U.S. citizen?
No, we do not deport U.S. citizens and have not deported U.S. citizens.
Except the 4-year-old that we just
No,
referenced.
that mother chose to keep her child with her, and that is her prerogative, and the law was followed in allowing her the opportunity to do that.
So, Madam Secretary, I'm a former prosecutor. I have put people away for life sentences who are gang members. I don't need to wear costumes to show how tough I am. What makes me different from you is when I put those individuals away, I did it with the weight of the law behind me. And I yield back.
First off, let's talk about MS-13. These are not innocent people, folks. These are some of the most violent criminals to ever set foot in our country. They rape, murder, traffic women and children. President Trump made it a priority to get these monsters out, and Secretary Noem is right there with him, fighting to keep our streets safe. But what does Swalwell do? Does he thank her for protecting American families? For going after cartels and gangs? No. He spent his whole time badgering her about whether a tattoo in a photo was doctored. Are you kidding me? That's his priority? Not the victims, not the families torn apart by MS-13 violence, but whether a photo has been edited. It's absolutely mind-blowing. You know what? I think Secretary Noem handled herself with class and strength. She stayed on message. Her job is to keep Americans safe. Swalwell kept pressing, trying to get her to play into his little media game. Is it doctored? Is it not doctored? When the real question should be, why is a violent criminal even here in the first place? Swalwell acts like he's some kind of hero for holding her accountable. But here's the truth. It's grandstanding. It's all for the cameras. He didn't want answers. He wanted a soundbite to put on CNN or MSNBC so the left can continue their anti-Trump, anti-law enforcement narrative. And let's talk about the deportation case. Swalwell brings up a heart-wrenching story about a 4-year-old with cancer. Noem calmly explains. The mother chose to keep her family together and go back to her country. The left wants you to believe ICE agents are snatching sick American kids from hospital beds, and it's just not true. No one is deporting U.S. citizens. Secretary Noem made it clear. The law was followed. The mother made a choice, and medical care was arranged. But Swalwell doesn't care. He talks over her, ignores the facts, and tries to paint her and President Trump as heartless. It's a disgusting tactic, and it's all about scoring political points. They don't care about the truth. They care about narrative. Let me tell you what I see as a proud American patriot. I see a Secretary of Homeland Security who refuses to be bullied by the left, who stands strong for the American people, and who isn't going to be distracted by cheap theatrics. Swalwell wants to drag us into a debate about fonts and photos. Secretary Noem wants to keep our borders secure and our families safe. That's the difference. Folks, this is what's at stake. The left is obsessed with optics, with narratives, with making President Trump and his team look bad. But we see through it. We know what matters. Protecting our country, enforcing our laws, and making America safe again. Thank you, Secretary Noem, for not giving in to these political games. Thank you, President Trump, for having her back. And thank you to every law enforcement officer out there who keeps us safe, even when the left is more interested in defending criminals than protecting citizens. That's my take, folks. If you agree, smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Do you think Swalwell was out of line? Do you stand with Secretary Noem and President Trump? Let me know below. Remember, America first, always. God bless you. God bless our troops, and God bless the United States of America.